Hold up, hold up. Is this motherfucking Detroit or what? This was the first song that put me on the map that had me repping for the D worldwide. So I need to see y'all hands in the motherfucking air for this one. Let's go.
Damn near anything we could think is real. And if it's not, we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given. To evolve, advance, create. I create my own world. I can make any situation reality. I think everybody knows it's possible to be successful. I mean, we got TV. We know it's possible to be lawyers, doctors, artists, musicians, whatever. But just because we know it's possible doesn't mean it's real. It's not real until you see it happen. Until it happens to you or one of your homies or your family or whatever. Imagine you had everything you wanted, everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be and capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want. That's all God wants, to make us happy. It's the law of attraction I'm always talking about. Shit, look it up.
So many lighters.
I read a couple books on it, but it changed my life. Even in high school, teachers would always tell me to snap out of it or snap back to reality. But I was in reality. It was real as it could be. It just wasn't there yet. It just wasn't that day. I got the car I was always dreaming about. I bought my mom the crib I always wanted to buy her. I do what I want, get money, whatever. I perform with my heroes, live a crazy ass life. I'm still learning though. I be stressed out. Things don't always go the way I intend them to, not even half the time, but that's just the mystery of life. You gotta trust in the end result. Trust that it'll always be the best for you at that time. If you want a pair of shoes and they're at the store, they're really at the store. You just don't have it yet. It ain't like that shit don't exist. It's just really at the store. That's how I looked at my whole life. If I want it, if I believe I can have it, then that's my reality. I'll attract it. It'll attract to me. We can make any situation we think about real. Fuck letting life pass you by. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey of making all your dreams and goals reality. Because the journey makes you who you are. I create my own world. I can make any situation my reality.
Why are you laughing, man? You ghetto as hell, too.
No, you ghetto.
Yeah, good. Wishing I could rap.
Do you still have a life coach?
I used to have a life coach, you know what I'm saying? People don't know, I'm into like being spiritual. I'm into like the law of attraction. You know, I'm into like creating, manifesting everything and just like making sure you got that spiritual foundation, man. So, you know, I definitely had like a life coach. I had like, you know, those books I always read, you know, like Asking It Is Given.
Like which book?
I read Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I read The 7 Spiritual Laws by Deepak Chopra. I read The Alchemist, you know what I'm saying? And these are books I read a few times a year probably, you know? And it just always gets my mindset right back where it needs to be. And when I read them, I usually take notes on them too. So I don't have to read the whole book over and over again. Yeah, so
I think that's kind of set you apart from like a lot of celebs because you did have this life coach, so he helped you navigate through pain. And a lot of people just go crazy.
Yeah, You know, a lot of people do fucking go crazy.
They do.
Shit is
I mean,
wild.
like even, you know, I've seen 2 people on Twitter this week, you know, celebrities that's like, I quit or I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like that?
No, I never felt like I wanted to quit. I felt frustrated before, you know, and I felt depressed before, but it's just all a part of life, man. You go through these ups and downs, and you just gotta remember, when you remember that you're in control, you create your own world, and, you know, sometimes you're gonna make mistakes. And, you know, one of the things at the end of my album I said was that, it was like, yo, it's a speech I gave, so I don't remember exactly the exact words like I do a rap. But I said something along the lines of, man, it's always better to be in the Hall of Fame than the Hall of Shame. And there are no footprints of any missteps. All mistakes are forgotten when it comes to like the glory that you leave behind. You know, as long as you do something positive. So you're gonna make mistakes along the way, but they're gonna remember you for what you did in a good way, if it's that great, you know.
You went back to Detroit, which is your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
You did a show at the Palace.
Yeah.
Started crying.
Yeah.
Well, like, what was going through your head in that moment?
Man, what was going through my head was, we was at Club Blue, and we was at Plan B. You know, I'm talking about venues where it's like 100 people, 150 people. We're standing there not knowing your shit. And, you know, a hard-ass crowd just like Detroit is, just like a lot of places are. You know, how New York is, how Atlanta is, how Chicago is. And, you know, those are LA too, and places that you gotta earn your respect. You know, but they're not just gonna give it to you, you gotta earn it. And then it was just crazy because that was right after high school when I was doing that. And then to be 24 years old, you know, I was rocking, filling up the whole Palace, you know, where the Pistons play, by myself as the only person on the field. It was just a moment, man. And everybody in there, the whole hood was there. Everybody in their mamas and grandmamas. And it was just cool to see Detroit come together, you know, especially for all the shit that we've been going through. It was tight to see everybody put their best dress on and their best suit and just come out and have a great time, you know. So at that moment, I had a song called Memories. I mean, you know, at that moment, I was performing Memories. And shit, a million memories were running through my head. And then I saw my mom in the midst of like 20,000 people. I saw my mom. I don't know how I saw her. It was like a beam of light was on, literally. I couldn't it was unexplainable. And I saw her and she was looking right at me. And then I was like, oh shit. And you know, I was trying to hold it in and then I just cracked, you know. But, you know, when you get that happy and you reach that level of success, that you see your stuff manifest right in front of you, you see your lifelong goals, you probably gonna shed a tear too. I'm sure you shed a tear just how far you've come, haven't you? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, man. You came a long way from like interning at that radio station.
Yeah, definitely. To
in Detroit, to going to Atlanta, to doing all sorts of things, to like having a blog that you like are living off of. You know what I'm saying? And of course, times always get rough. Everybody has their ups and downs, but in reality, we're not homeless on the street like a lot of these people are. We're not staying with our parents like a lot of these people are. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to be like that.
Yeah. He's crossing over, like, you know.
And what I'm saying is, I work way too hard. Man, it's funny because Drake hit me up and was like, nigga, that verse was the fucking best verse of the millennium. I'm glad he had a daughter because that's probably gonna change him for the better. I work too hard to not be able to give my mom money. So you want me to not take it from me?
Imagine you had everything you wanted. Everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be. And capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want. It's the law of attraction I'm always talking about. See, that's the gift we were given. To evolve, advance, create. If I want it, if I believe I can have it, then that's my reality. I'll attract it. It'll attract to me. We can make any situation we think about real. Fuck letting life pass you by. Enjoy the journey. You gotta trust in the end result. Trust that it'll always be the best for you at that time. I create my own world. I can make any situation reality. Focus. Focus can be the difference between on and off, winning and losing, good and great, between great and the best. Focusing can be the most self-fulfilling thing you could do for yourself, because with focus comes accomplishment. Focusing can bring out your greatest talents and give you true purpose in this world. It can take your natural ability and magnify it to extraordinary. One thing I learned, and I'm sure most of us know, is what you focus on, what you put your energy into, is exactly what we should expect back. That's just the law of the universe, karma. I've seen it happen like 10,000 times. It's as proven as 1 + 1 being 2. Focus is a key to being successful in any situation. If you focus on the wrong, you'll get the wrong things. There's no way to focus on one thing and expect something different. How you focus on something is giving your attention to it. Even if you don't like it and still focus on not liking it, you're still putting your attention to it and will still attract it. For example, if you focus on wanting a new car, you'll keep attracting the idea of wanting a new car. There's a difference between focusing on wanting the new car and focusing on the car being yours. We really should be clear on what we focus on. Honestly, I feel like time is the most valuable thing we've ever been given, and focus runs parallel to that. Because every second of the day we're focused on something, whether you realize it or not. For me, there's no way I could focus on something I don't love, at least not for long. I'm just not content with spending my life miserable, and I just personally can't live like that. If it's not a part of your vibration, you could tell how you feel, your inner guidance system, your feelings. If I feel good, I'm doing the right thing. If not, then it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. How does what you focus on make you feel? You can't measure success in anything but happiness. I say that all the time. And if you focus your energy on what makes you happy, what do you think will happen? Exactly. It'll always work out. Rewire any thoughts you've had prior and know that you are what you focus on. I create my own world. I can make any situation reality.